My name is Liz Oster, and this is me. Well, I guess it was me when I started my journey onto reading. Most people would say that my journey through reading was quite the adventure. I have been through many positives and numerous negative events during my time as a student. And literacy is a topic that has influenced my life in multiple ways, and these experiences tested my ability to learn and challenge myself. When I first learned to read, I was not taught correctly. Most students learn what sounds different letters and letter combinations make. Instead, I was taught to memorize words, so I had no idea how to pronounce or basically read new words. Since this is the way I was taught, I always struggled with reading. I was constantly placed in the lower reading groups, and I did not like to read because I didn't understand it. Once my teachers discovered my problems, they told my parents, who decided to put me in Colorado Reading Center. This is a school that helps struggling students with their literacy understanding. At this place, I learned how to basically pronounce different words and sounds and letter combinations. I was taught to read properly. We played games and had flashcards, and really they helped me learn as a reader. And overall, the program greatly improved my reading style, and I slowly progressed as a reader. I greatly improved. I went from the lower reading groups and I slowly made my way up. But it wasn't until 5th grade that I really had the defining moment for a reader. I remember this experience vividly, and it began with the teacher asking the class to read aloud from a passage. A completely normal day. But for me, I was already nervous because I knew my skills were not the best. I was mentally preparing myself to read, and I grew more and more anxious because every kid in front of me was reading fluently and they weren't struggling at all. When it came to my turn, I started out great, but eventually it came to that moment where I found a word that I did not know how to pronounce. I tried sounding out the word, but it was too late. The teacher stopped me. I remember the exact look of surprise on her face, and then she loudly explains, "Wow, who taught you how to read?" I suppose it was a joke at the time, but it really affected me because my reading capabilities were a very sensitive topic. Suddenly, the whole class began to laugh. It was probably one of the worst moments of my life. I felt stupid and embarrassed. I remember longing to leave that second. After this, I had two choices. I could accept the fact that I could never be good at literacy, or I could not give up and prove that I have the ability to achieve greatness. Luckily, I chose the path to achieve greatness. I continued to work hard and challenged myself. I refused to let that experience ever happen again, and this is the moment when I truly cared about improving my literacy skills. As time continued, I worked harder. My reading and writing levels began to skyrocket. Eventually, in the 6th grade, my teacher pulled me aside after an assignment. I remember thinking, great, this is going to be another talk about how my academic skills are not up to expectations. However, the conversation was the exact opposite. She told me that I should be in the advanced English class and that she was very impressed with my work. I was ecstatic. Not only did I just prove that my literacy competence is higher than normal, I regained in the confidence in myself that I lost the year before. Now, since then, I love to read books. I continue to push myself to new heights in literacy. Even though my journey through reading was a struggle, I gained my drive and passion through these experiences. Now I have the confidence in myself, and I attend a top university.
'Cause he's stronger than you know. A heart of steel starts to grow when you've been fighting for